So I've just kind of have scratched the surface of what this all means. But let's kind of start from the beginning. Kind of share your story a little bit on how this all came about.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I was to really kind of start from the beginning of this whole story of how this all came about. Um, I was coming back from lunch, driving. I live here in Southern California, and I had gone out for lunch. I work at home, so I was coming back, and I was at a stoplight waiting for the light to change. And a lady was eating her lunch. I could see her in my rear view mirror as her car approached my car, and she wasn't looking, and she was going at a pretty decent pace speed, and I could say she's going to hit me, she's going to hit me. And lo and behold, I braced, and she was still eating, taking a bite, and she slammed into the back of my car, and my neck jerked. I think my head hit the steering wheel as well, and I was dizzy. you know, she had rammed into the back of my car. I kind of opened the door. I was dizzy. I kind of got out. She got out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hit your car. I was eating my lunch. She admitted it. Actually, said I was eating my lunch. And
Wow.
I'm like, God, you hit me. And then we both kind of pulled into a parking lot right next to this area. And I exchanged information with her, insurance information and all that stuff. And, it turned out to be kind of a mess. And, I had to go through attorneys and insurance, but it got all taken care of legally and financially. That was all taken care of. However, I was very dizzy and very disoriented and had really pain for a month or so after this accident happened.
Mm.
And so I had gone to the doctor and got MRIs on my brain because my head was hurting really bad. And they said my brain was swollen inside my skull, and that it had really not severe trauma, but it definitely was some swelling in the brain within the skull. And I just started having like very, very vivid dreams. I mean, you said you have vivid dreams as well, Leah, but these dreams were like I could look at the person in the dream, look them in their eyes, and see the color of their eyes. And I could like it's like we're talking now. That's how real that felt. So everything became very vivid. But two things happened to me that were quite unique. I mean, I've heard about savants before, people who can play piano like Beethoven, or there's some mathematician, or they have some type of accident and things kind of change. Well, the diagnosis from my doctor said I had a traumatic brain injury or a TBI. So I started researching traumatic brain injuries, and I came across this savant type of effect that would happen to people who sometimes will have a traumatic impact to their head in some way.